Hello, I'm Brooke Story, and today I'll be interviewing my mother, Rhonda Story, about hospice. Have you ever had to call in hospice for someone in your family?
Yes, I have. We had an experience with my father some 4 years ago when he was diagnosed with liver cancer.
How did you feel about the hospice situation at first?
I didn't have any past experience with a hospice group, so I had no idea what we was up against, but it was a very good experience for me and my family, and especially for my father.
Were you well informed about what hospice was before the process started?
At the time that we initiated the service, they let us know exactly what to expect. Prior to that, like I said, because of the lack of experience, because we had not had that service in our family before, I didn't know what it was all about. But when we initiated the service, they let us know, and we actually made a preference as to which hospice we would be using. Then they let us know what their service was all about and how to contact the different ones, and when the cleaning service would be coming and cleaning him up, and when the nurses would be coming around to check him and things like that. So we knew exactly from that point on exactly what to expect.
Did a physician ever come with hospice?
No, it was mainly RN. We did have to call in a physician, but it wasn't, well, I guess it was. I beg your pardon. I guess the RN actually made the contact with the physician to have him come over one time during the process of the 4 months.
So she handled
Oh, absolutely. In fact, she handled the contact, any medication changes or anything like that that Daddy needed.
Did hospice provide top-notch quality care to your father?
Absolutely. It was beyond our expectations. We just never dreamed what we were up against as far as dealing with a terminally ill father, and what disabilities would come with it, and they were there to help us through it.
Was there a nurse present at all times?
When we needed them. She wasn't there around the clock until the very end. But at the very end, she was there around the clock.
Were you comfortable with a nurse coming into your home that you may not have known prior to?
Actually, we had a nurse that we did know, and that she was somebody that had been raised in our community. So we were fortunate enough to get somebody that was from the Adel area, so we were comfortable from the get-go.
Right. What is your views on hospice as a whole?
They're an absolutely wonderful organization, and I would certainly give time and my effort to help support and raise money to help keep that service going in the communities, because it's a worthwhile service for people that don't even know that they need that service until they're in a terminally ill or faced with a terminally ill situation.
Would you recommend hospice to other families out there?
Absolutely. There's a lot of reluctancy to go there, because a lot of people feel like that once they go there that they're accepting the death. But there is needed services that you have to have in taking care of your loved one. And just because hospice is called in doesn't mean that that death is, or that service is rushing that death up. So, absolutely.
Did you feel like that being at home was the most comfortable place your father could be?
And that's where he wanted to be. It was best to bring the service to him. He wanted to be at home. We knew it was a terminal situation, and that was a service that could be brought to us.
Well, Ms. Story, I thank you very much for letting me interview you today.